That was the part I was trying to pull out from the top. Oh, there it goes.
Well, I done broke it. Like, I done really broke it.
You done broke it.
Like, there's no rebuilding this.
What's up, Brite Nation?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Today is a very special day because today is the day that all of us, all of you, all of us have been waiting for like 8 months now.
Yeah, it's gonna be the start of the Stepchild 3.0. Complete makeover, finally.
If you are new to the channel, or if you don't remember because it's been so long, this is how the Stepchild broke. Now, we found out pretty instantly, like within that same week, what had happened.
So we got it back here to the shop. Chris and I did some diagnoses on the front end, and we found out we just broke a stub shaft in the front. So Dynatrac's like, bam, got it to you. Problem was we still had no 4-low.
Yes.
So we actually broke the transfer case, I assume, and an outer stub shaft at the same time.
What are the odds?
This is way easier to get, too.
Probably extremely
Yeah.
low. Dynatrac got us that like next day.
Right, we could have just put it in.
We could have just put it in. We probably could have just thrown in a stock factory transfer case because the other one lasted us quite a while, despite the way we abuse it. You guys have heard us talk about it for forever now. We wanted something different.
Well, and I didn't want Chris to have to do the job twice. And we decided that we were gonna do a whole 3.0. All new suspension, new axles, new just everything. What we have been waiting on.
The final part, we've had 99% of these parts for forever. The final part, though, was this guy right here. Okay, so here's the thing, and hopefully you can hear us because it is windy as hell today. The Stepchild is right there, and she's been parked there
Since November.
For
And
months.
You know, we put the anti-gravity battery in there. I haven't had it on a charge. We haven't touched it. It's got no front shocks on it. The front axle's broken. The transfer case is broken.
It hasn't been started in months.
So we're gonna see.
See if it'll remote start. So once again, got to shout out anti-gravity battery. Probably one of the best as far as convenience goes. Modifications we've done. Well, one of the only ones we've done to the Stepchild since she's been down. Do you miss sitting in that driver's seat?
I actually do. It's crazy actually how much smaller it is in here than the Demon because the aftermarket seats and then we have this overhead bar. It's got an 1/8 tank of fuel. It's the same as the Demon, but it's not. It's so...
What he's trying to say is she's so much better. And we don't mean that necessarily on a performance level, although a little bit because we've spent years building the Stepchild perfect.
Yeah, but look, you can even tell last time we were in here, the heater was on high.
You see?
79 and high. Let's
And
turn
we're
that
like,
down.
it's
We're in
in the
summer,
middle of
it's June. Yeah, this has literally been parked since November. It runs. I mean...
But again, part of the reason that the Stepchild is just so much better to us, it's because we love her. She is our first child. She is the OG. The Stepchild is the most important vehicle in our entire lineup of vehicles, and we have a lot. We have missed this Jeep so much. We cannot express that enough. I know you guys have been waiting for this.
I've been waiting for this.
I can guarantee you we've been waiting for more. We have been dying to get this thing back up and running so we can go beat the ever-living hell out of her just like we used to.
I'm gonna be nice to her now. Poor baby. She deserves some TLC and to be
He's
nice.
so full of That's the greatest.
Okay, now that we got the girls out of the shop, we can actually get to work. She's gonna be mad when she sees that. Since we had no shocks, Chris had already whipped up these rods here because if we lift up the Jeep right now with no front shocks, everything...
Max Drew.
Yeah, everything goes probably not good. So I think what the plan right now is we're gonna get it up in the air, get the skids off because I know those things are beat to hell, and I think I have stripped and cross-threaded some stuff, but we want to get the transfer case out, get that apart, and actually see inside what broke. We have Dynatrac axles going in. Those are outside. We've got the Atlas. We've got probably brand new tires, maybe brand new wheels, depending on when this gets done. There's just a whole bunch of stuff. The really cool thing is we're actually getting rid of the rear track bar. We're actually going with a Rock Crawler Rockzilla kit. So we're doing a triangulated 4-link rear, which allows the rear suspension to completely articulate without swinging one way or the other. Right now it's a 3-link. Works great, but it's not a triangulated 4-link. And that's just what I've been wanting to do. And we're also doing coilovers and bypasses up front. There's just, I mean, it's endless. Let's tear it down. Let's just tear it down. So one of the reasons we're swapping the Dynatracs from what we have now to what we're going with, which is the same Dynatracs, except we're going to 72-inch wide. These are stock width. And as you can see, there's not much room anyway to go coilover bypasses on a stock width. And also, I've had to run these huge wheel spacers to clear everything with the articulation and the steering and everything. I've had to run these big wheel spacers, so coming out another few inches will allow us to get rid of these wheel spacers. That's also why I want to go with different wheels with different offsets. It all kind of works together, but it all, like, you got to figure stuff out as you go because there's no...
Right, so now we're going to just clean up the whole system so everything does work together and we don't have to have spacers and adapters and offsets and everything's just going to work.
So what they're asking right now, if we're going 72s, what offset do I need to not run spacers to put us at like what we're at now? Because I don't want to go wider than I have to.
0 offset.
No, there's no way. There's no way. So we got to do some maths there. We're gonna make this good again. Oh.
Have fun.
Thanks, you're the best.
Got the front axle out of the way. So now it's time to drop the skids, but as you can see, torn them up pretty good. I mean, these skids this was the original prototype for Next Venture Motorsports. They've changed a little bit since then, but yeah, it's got a little wavy and stuff because, again, this was a prototype and I beat the crap out of it. We're missing one there, we're missing one here. One of these is just stripped. But here, I'll show you actually. Here's what new ones look like. There's the gas tank skid, new, nice and pretty and straight. Although we ordered this for the Stepchild to go on, we're not going to be using it, unfortunately, because we're going, like I said, to a triangulated 4-link rear, and we are actually moving the gas tank. Yeah.
Holy cow.
So we're moving the gas tank. We're deleting this whole gas tank, and we're doing a Moto-Built rear-mounted gas tank that's going to go right back there. It's going to be fun, but yeah, you can see a rear 80 with how big everything is and how much articulation this thing has. But I know this bolt is stripped. As you can see, that's not even tight. I mean, it's tight because it's stripped in tight. This is going to be quite interesting. Look at this. Like, even that one's missing. And this is no fault of Next Venture Motorsports. This is me beating the crap out of it for years and, like, never even checking this stuff. What did you say? You can't get them out of there? Well, we're missing half of them, so that's...
I'm hoping that's the one that was stripped out is that one.
The one that's missing?
It's probably not, but I hope it is.
One of these was a standard because it got, like...
Yep.
And then we put the metric in the standard, or the standard in the metric.
Oh, that one moves. Okay, that's a plus. All right,
That's a plus.
that one's moving. That's a good one. Let's see if we can get. This one's gonna be questionable. Oh no, that one moves too. All right, cool.
So, I think the one
Oh,
that
and it
stripped
got
was
loose.
Right. Oh, that's still there. I don't remember.
Okay, here we go. Here goes nothing. Oh man, that one's moving. Oh,
Is it moving or is it just spinning? Well, let me feel.
I heard something in there.
It's in the cross.
It's in the cross member. Yeah, that's the one in the cross member. Oh no, she's moving. She's moving. Oh yeah, maybe not moving.
So if you see, it's in.
You gotta get like this
It's
other
in
one
this
off.
cross member right here. It's inside here.
Oh, that one's good.
That one's good.
Yeah. Oh, that one's gone. Oh yeah. Oh, these are the two that are tied together.
Oh, we put that flag number in there.
It's got a flat. Well, these two are like the same, which means these two are the same, which is that's the one that's stripped. Gosh darn it.
So what do you do?
I got a plasma.
Like torque it upwards? It's like, but you have a gun?
I got a lot of guns. I got a Smith & Wesson and an FN. Oh, I got these guns. Dang. Oh, yeah. 2 for 2. 4 for 5, actually.
Don't get too cocky.
Okay, let's see if I can get this one off.
Did you see the rear drive shaft, Brett?
Did you see the gas tank skid, Britt?
No.
It's like literally, it's wore a hole through now. Oh, yeah. I mean, I have a gun, but I don't want to, like...
Use it on this?
No, I don't want to strip any of these any worse than some of them already are. All right, so this is the questionable one, and I don't think it's... We got to get all this off, and we can... I think you can get to it from the side to get this one. This one won't come out because it's stuck in the UH. Anyway, that one's loose.
So this will still use the engine skid, which is the engine and transmission. So that'll still stay.
I'm going to cut this off, though.
Yeah.
I might change that up a little bit. We're going to run 2 cats instead of 1. We're going to make it efficient again. Yes! Queen. Yes, queen.
So it wasn't stripped,
No.
and it is coming out.
I think it was that one, and that's why that one wasn't in. That is that one, because there's nothing in there. Yeah, I think I broke it out of there last time.
I just never put it back in.
Yeah, because it's not. Yeah, there's nothing in that hole. There's nothing in there, so that's what it is.
I still cannot get over that right there.
That hole?
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Well, I think what's even more impressive is this drive shaft is like fine. Like it just totally fine.
She eats. Oh. She eats.
Yeah. JE reel for the win. And skid plate, honestly, for the win too, because that would have sucked.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Do that.
How did I do that?
Okay, watch your finger.
Careful.
Oh, God.
You're going to need dirt in the hole. You need bearings. Ready to go?
Almost. Yeah, we're going to have to tape those up. Lineman tape. Extra thick. Rubber
That's
tape.
fine. There's no point in putting this all back together with all new axles and everything and then like leaving U-joints that have been abused.
Yeah, that's true. Although they've taken the abuse.
So what you're saying is we should probably put a new chassis under this too, right? Like the one that's out back?
There is one out back, but I'm not going through
No?
a whole
No?
chassis swap.
Okay, so fine. Be that way. Oh, that was not straight. No! That's dead. Yeah, I made it.
Just gonna let that lithium sit for a second.
Just let it sit. It'll recharge itself. It should be. Watch the dirt and the dust. Oh, look at that. Got a cat cover.
Look at that.
We burn that right off.
Melted that baby right off of there.
Nice. Yeah, the rivets came right out.
Think it got a little hot? Well, just held on with these clamps. That wasn't a MagnaFlow cover. It was a cover that we had that is held on with these clamps.
Oh, okay.
DCD fucking leaders out.
It's been like 45 minutes of them just standing there brainstorming.
Yeah, that's what happens because we have a lot going on.
Just brainstorming. They stopped mid process.
Chevy fuel filler into the tail light and come down and around and behind. If you keep bored, baby, you can call me. You can't sleep. Are you watching about Antarctica right now or something?
He's talking to his new girlfriend.
So cute.
Back to work. I feel like when I put you two both in the garage together,
Yeah, nothing gets done.
like stuff gets done. Just
Look, there's a lot of shit to discuss, right? There's a lot because we're doing a lot,
know.
and really we should just put a transfer case in it and put it
call
back
it a
together
day.
because this Jeep has always worked wonderfully, but for some reason we're putting a rear mount gas tank in it, so I'm sure we'll have fuel problems. and
because
then we're
neither
changing
one
the
of them
exhaust.
can leave well enough alone.
I should.
No, why?
Neither one of them.
I will say OEM has always been like, it's always kind of worked. I mean,
Remember
always-
4 years ago when you did Carnage Canyon in a stock Jeep?
did we,
Well, we did part of it.
We did part of it, but yeah.
Part
Most
of
of
it.
it.
Part of it
Not
with
all
paper
of it.
plates.
Yeah, that was kind of cool.
And knocking them off.
And no winch.
We need to pull the front drive shaft?
Yeah,
Will
it would
come
be
out?
it would behoove us
It'd be
because
easier.
I don't want to pull it with the front drive shaft on because then I have to figure out how to get it over
Can
that
we
cross.
do
member.
that with a... Ooh, wait a second. What happens once the 4-link plate goes on here? You can't ever reach that again.
What are you talking about? It doesn't
Where
go
does
back
the
that
plate-
far. It's got to go. It can't go back that far because it's got to go basically the offset of the axle is going to be the offset. That 4-link plate is going to go right here.
So what happens if these bolts come loose again?
You just... What do you mean again? We're going to Loctite them in the first time.
What happens when you break a U-joint and you're trying to get to it? And you got to drop
when I put the skid plate in here,
we're going to cut a hole so you can
get your hands in there.
Okay.
That's it. That's the plan. Dan, make note.
What is that?
That's
how they got it together.
So this is the flag nut. So it's all different now. Dan definitely has
redesigned it.
Yeah, but like
prototype.
You want to just leave it in there for good luck?
Maybe I just broke.
Yeah.
Well, we're in neutral.
I understand that. Well, watch this. We won't be. Just dirt in my face. Watch this. Okay, now that's locked. And then you go one more. That should be 4 high or 4 low. What the hell did we break? Yeah, that's it.
We probably just broke the front output shaft.
But I can hear it. You can hear it in here making noise. Unless we spun the splines on the gear. I don't know. All right, let's get this thing out of here.
Yeah.
So make your guesses now. What do you think we broke in the transfer case?
Parts.
Something. He said hearts.
I said hearts.
He said parts.
Parts.
I said parts.
Probably
we broke parts.
too.
I think we
Kevin broke hearts and parts.
All right, so I found that bolt that we thought was stripped or cross-threaded. Yeah, it's this one right here. There's a round threaded insert that was welded to this cross member, and this cross member is aluminum, so that insert is aluminum. I can't get in there to weld it back up, and I can't get it out, but it's spinning. I don't know if I'll be able to get like needle nose in there or anything. I'm trying to think right now what I can put in there to grab it. I'll think of something though. Hold on. Please hold. All right, well, I tried a few things. I tried to go through the wall and then drill a little 1/4-inch hole into, like straight into there. See, like I went straight in and tried to grab that with like a pin, a dowel pin to hold the sleeve. That didn't work. I tried twice. So, when in doubt, cut it out. Oh, where'd the flashlight go? No way. Where'd it go? I know it's around here. Where'd you go, flashlight? Crap. I tell you right now that I found the flashlight. It was in my back pocket the whole time. 3 hours later. Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. Survey says. Finally. Well, now that that's out there. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Well, we cut that out of there because I lost the rest of it. I can't. I'll get it out of there. Oh, there it is. See it? See it? Anyway, the rest of it's in there. I'll get it out later. So now I got to take a couple of these loose, drop this down so that I can wiggle the stock subframe out so that I can get the T-case out. But I was just admiring how sexy that exhaust is. I mean, the U-joint hit right there a couple of times, a little bit, but man, clearance. I think sick. All right, so the flag nut that is in this hole is also broken. That's fun. Well, crap. So what I think I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to take the 3 bolts out of the frame side for this guy. I'm going to have to support the trans. Anyway, this is quite a process if I don't end up just like cutting everything out from underneath this thing because everything is broken. Mind you, it's 5 years of abuse that Kevin has put this thing through. So I'm going to try to get those 3 bolts out, these 2 bolts out over here, get the trans mount out and see if I can with this cross member here and then worry about that bolt later. I don't know if you can see this, but I can't get that third one out because it's above this. Ah! I don't know. Maybe I can get a socket extension through there to get that guy. I don't know. This is really turning into a pain in the butt. I'll figure it out. Let's figure this out. We'll get it. We'll get it. Now that that's out, I'll have Kevin help me tomorrow, and we'll get that big thing out of here, and then we'll take it apart and see what he did to it. Now it's like hitting the house.
Yeah, they've moved it for sure. I think how she just wags her tail and she stays there, like she gets the. She's not sure. She's okay. I'm safe right here.
She's waiting patiently for the right time. All right, we got work to do. So I finally got the last bolt loose. It was a pain in the butt. Got to use like a little shorty and a ratchet strap because there's no other way to get it out. I'm gonna wait for the muscle hamster to get here, and we're gonna yank this thing out of here.
Well, it's the next day and I'm back. Chris did all the easy work and pulled down all these really easy things to pull down. So it's the next day and we're getting ready to pull a T-case. There's a bolt at the very, very, very top that we couldn't get to. So that's what this ratchet strap is here for. So we had to put the ratchet strap up there on a shorty wrench to actually break it loose. We should have showed you that, but we were just trying to get this jamming.
Get this harness. This last harness is right here.
The rear 02 harness?
There it goes. Got it.
Got it? That was the rear 02 harness.
No, it's the four-wheel drive button.
Definitely need that. Found the problem.
Oh, listen. Now that it's sideways. Oh, now
it's locked up?
Yeah.
So we broke the 4-low shift fork. There's 2 shift forks in there, and the one down inside is done. The fork, like right after the fork, we'll show you, but right after the fork, it's...
Yeah, let me see if I get the rest of this apart.
You know, this is a good angle for me. You don't see my double chin because I'm looking up.
There's like a half a gear.
There's a gear hanging out, looped around.
I don't want to turn it over now, though, but I guess I will.
This is amazing that it broke. Let me drive off the trail. Let me drive all the way back.
All the way off the trail. It was far.
Because if any one of that metal would have gotten in there, it would have just been done. But somehow,
all the way down the trail onto the trailer.
So would that
drove it off?
Would that have meant that like maybe it wasn't fully in? Like, was I not getting full range and it was just slightly, and the fork was kind of bent? Like, or no? Was it just the fork ran out of?
I don't know. It looks pretty split to me.
Yeah, it looks.
I don't think you broke the fork, the gear that the dog ring that it rides on. I think he split the dog ring and it shattered the fork.
Yeah. Did you hear it all?
Is it falling out?
No, it didn't fall out, but it fell from here. There it goes. So you see that shift fork right there?
Oh, there it is.
Destroyed. Oh, shh. That's not supposed to be there. I don't know why I didn't have 4-wheel drive.
That's the piece I was trying to get out from up
there. Yeah.
How you made it?
This is part of this. Here's the shift fork. Here's part of the shift fork.
I don't know how you made it that far, honestly. That was the part I was trying to pull out from the top. Oh, there it goes.
I done broke it. Like, I done really broke it.
You done broke it.
Like, there's no rebuilding this.
We'll just weld it together. We'll just weld it up. It'll be all-time four-wheel drive.
So it was basically under a ton of tension.
Yeah, I think it just
shock loaded.
I think this is what the fork rides on, and this is what puts the dog ring into 4-wheel drive. And I think it just finally said nope.
Yeah, shock when that front end snapped.
It
shock loaded
reverse shock loaded this and
broke it
open.
apart. I mean, so if you guys have ever wondered, I mean, this chain is like no like little slouch chain, like, and this has taken a lot of abuse. So this is the chain, these are the gears, and this is in a Rubicon case. Now, if you don't know, in a sport case, it's even beefier because the lower the gear, technically the higher the gear ratio. So the 2.7 to 1 is going to be stronger than a 4 to 1. But obviously, a Hemi, beating the crap out of it, doing everything I've done over the years, and this all holding up. This was just a shock load failure. Like if that didn't snap there, we'd still be fine.
Yep.
Pretty cool.
Oh, well, I'm glad you made it off the trowel and it didn't like suck it under here and grenade the case.
Right.
Then we would have been screwed.
I mean, technically it's rebuildable. New fork.
Yeah, I don't think it really got. Well, nothing went through it because nothing went
snapped
through
and
it.
fell, and that was it. Kaboom! So we snapped two things at the same time, but yeah, I can't. That's got to be shock load.
Yeah, this was.
But time for an Atlas, baby. So that T case clearly toast. We've got the Atlas ready to go in. I am super excited about the Atlas, but something else I'm really excited about. It's how beautiful my wife looks.
Peanut butter.
Oh yeah, that too.
That too. No, that's
Could be
not what
great.
we're excited about.
I'm excited about peanut butter.
Ta-da!
So brand new Dynatrac 6080s, but this time 72 inches wide, and as you can see, they are bare. There is nothing on them because Rock Crawler, Rockzilla kit, triangulated 4-link rear.
And because clearly Kevin and Chris have zero idea what they're doing at the end of the day so far as suspension goes, because they're still talking about it when I just walked in 2 minutes ago.
No, we know it's a Rock Crawler.
Yeah, I know,
Rockzilla.
but you don't know where you want to put the shock mounts and everything like that, because you don't know if you're running shocks or coilovers and bypass or anything like this. So that's why they're bare. But clearly, Dynatrac. The 6080 on our rig lasted through over 5 years of just absolute hell.
And those, sorry guys, those, and that one's still in there, those are already sold.
They're already sold.
They're already spoken for.
Don't ask. But
actually, they sold the day I broke it on the trail. I was like, well, I have.
Someone on the trail with us was like, I will buy those off of you.
And I was like, really? He's like, yeah, I'll give you the money right now. So I was like, okay. Because I told him we already had these 72s coming, and that's where we're at.
So Dynatrac for the win, advanced adapters for the win.
All these Rock Crawler. It's going to be a sick 3.0. Chris has his work cut out for him because, again, bare. I don't know if we're keeping the coil springs and the bypasses or if we're going to go to like a...
You'd think after having, 7-8 months to decide? We would have decided by now, but
They have. They've decided 3 different times.
Yeah. Anyways, we're excited to get the Stepchild back together, though. That is the ultimate goal. It will be happening over the course of the next several weeks, guys. As always, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Remember, you can find all your Lite Brite Nation merch and decals at litebritstudios.com. As always, we love you.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Aggressive. Wow, that's cool. They just let your windshield squirter thing motor guy just hang out here like that? That's neat.
I'm sure it was zip tied up at one point.
Did I build this thing? I did. No, that's probably me then. Where was zip tie broke?
Yeah, I think it was zip tied up by the way.
Guess what's getting rewired?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Everything works. Don't rewire shit. Are you B-rolling this or no?
Yeah.
Oh. So it's on time lapse. Oh, it's not on time lapse? All right. Oh, wait. We can't B-roll it. We can't time lapse it in selfie mode.
What? You can.
You can time lapse selfie mode? Should we time lapse it or should we walk through it? We don't need to walk it through. Just like, meh, 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 meh. Yeah. Actually, we'll just, he can time lapse it. Tell him to time lapse it.
Apparently you could time lapse it. You time lapse it.
Wait a minute, I gotta clear the bench off. Jeez.